Now let us see about some logical functions. We have a table where we can see the sales ID, region, sales date, payment type and sales amount is available. Now based on this, what we are going to see is we are going to find out what is going to be the discount here. So we are going to calculate the discount value. First let us calculate the discount percentage, then we will see some discount to calculate the discount value. For this we have a condition, we have the criteria. So now what is the condition or criteria is we are going to find the discount where the sales amount is more than 4,000. Wherever my sales amount is going to be more than 4,000, then the discount is going to be 7% or else the discount is going to be 5%. So we are going to write a very popular function, the most frequently used function in the industries today, equal to, so let me try this first logical function called as if. What the if will do is if will check whether the condition is met, it will give a result if the answer is true, if it is met, if the condition is satisfied, if it is okay, it will give a result. The condition is not okay, if it is false, it will give some other result. So let me give a condition, if open bracket, what is my condition? That's a logical test. You can see three input. One is logical test, another one is value if true, another one is value if false. Logical test means condition, the condition which we are going to give. What is the condition? The condition is sales amount, that is E11 greater than, if the E11 is greater than 4,000, if it is more than 4,000, now we can see the logical test is a little bit bolder, that means we are in the position of logical test, comma, if the condition is satisfied, if the condition is okay, if it is true, what has to be displayed? If it is true, I am going to display it as a 7%. If it is not equal to true, if it is false, then I am going to give another result, comma 5%. That's it. Close the bracket. Now if I press enter or a control enter, it says 0.05. But I don't want it as a number format, I want to convert it as a percentage format. I believe you know the shortcut key. So either you can go to the home tab and you can click on the percentage available on the home tab, else you can use the shortcut key Control Shift 5, where it will change into a percentage format. Now I want to copy this on the bottom, so you can make double click to copy this on the bottom. So it shows me the percentage of all my sales values here. But I don't want this value to be in a percentage format. I want the value to be displayed as a numerical format. I want the discount value itself here rather than getting the discount percentage. I want the discount value has to be displayed. So what we do is very simple, we'll just modify the formula. If the value is more than 4,007, otherwise 5, let me go to the formula and modify the formula. Now I am going to the last, just I am going to add a multiplication into, if it is more than 4,000, 7% into sales amount, else it's going to be 5% into sales amount. So let me select the sales amount here. If it is more than 7%, it will calculate 7% into sales, otherwise 5% into the sales. To accept it, I press enter or control enter. It says 145.00%. I want to convert it to a number format. So you can change it to the number format just by using Control Shift 1. But unfortunately Control Shift 1 will display the numerical values, decimal values also. I want to remove the decimal values, so Control Shift tilde. And I can copy this by making a double click. Now it shows wherever my sales amount is more than 4,000, it will calculate 7% of it, else it will calculate 5% of it. So now let us select the next part. So I am going to find out the additional discount. How can I get two lines in a cell? So you can press Alt enter. After additional discount, I want another line, so I can press Alt enter and I want the discount here. So additional discount, what is the criteria and condition for calculating the additional discount? Criteria or condition for calculating the additional discount is find the additional discount where my sales value is more than 2,000 and the payment type is cash. Here we are going to check two conditions. One is the sales value should be more than 2,000 and the payment type should be cash. So unfortunately in if you can check only one condition at a time. So if you want to check more than one condition at a time, you can use another logical function equal to and open the bracket and, so let me check the first condition, logical one. The first condition is sales amount, that is E11. So we are checking whether the E11 is greater than 2,000, condition number 1. else another condition, the condition number 2, logical 2, that is the payment type should be cash. So let me select the payment type should be equal to, as it was alphabetical character, equal to all the alphabetical character in a formula or a function. Not only in Excel, it's common for all the programming language in the world. If you are putting some alphabetical character within a formula or function, you have to put a double quotes. Where is the double quotes? Is next to L semicolon on your keyboard. Next to the semicolon, you can see the double quotes is available. You have to press the shift key and you have to use double quotes. Some people will use 2 single quotes. Don't do that. Prefer to use double quotes. And you can type what is the conditions you want. The condition is it should be equal to cash. So it's not case sensitive. So a small letter, capital letter, never mind. But your spelling should be right. Double quotes, cash, close double quotes. Like this, comma, 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 you can add a maximum of 255 conditions inside this. If all the conditions which we have given is satisfied, it will give you the result as true, else it will give you the result as false. Now we press enter or a control enter. Now you can see it gives the result as false, because here the payment type is sales amount is more than 2000, that's correct. The payment type is not cash, that's why it's giving false. Let me copy this by making a double click. So I'm just making a double click to copy this on the bottom. Somewhere else you can see it says true. Why? Because my sales amount is more than 2000 and the payment type is cash. But actually what's our requirement is we have to display the percentage. The reason why we have used AND here is to check more than one condition. In if you can check only one condition, that's the reason we have used AND here. But what is the problem in AND is it will give you only the binary result, true or false. But I don't want it as true or false. I want my own result here. If can produce our own result, but in if you can check only one condition, and you can check more than one condition, but it will not produce our own result. So what we do is it's very simple. We'll edit the formula. Just we'll add a if before this and. So we are adding a if before this and at last. After all the conditions is over, if all the conditions are satisfied, then comma, so I am going to display 3% or else I am going to display 0%. This process is called as nested function. One function inside that we can have another function. If is a function, and is a function, we are using if and together. So nested function. Now we press enter or control enter. It says 0, but I want it as a percentage format. So once again let me press Ctrl Shift 5 to get it as a percentage, and I make a double click to copy it on the bottom. So it shows me the percentage here. So more than one condition, if all the condition has to be satisfied, we can use AND, but the problem in AND is it will not give our result, so we are using a if here. Now let us check another part. So I want to calculate the card charges. Here we are going to calculate what is going to be the card charges. To calculate the card charges, what is going to be the criteria or a condition? Find the card charges where my payment type is Visa or Master. The card charges is going to be 10%, otherwise it's going to be 0%. Here also we are going to check two conditions wherever my card charges is Visa or Master. So any one of the conditions should be satisfied. Last session both the conditions should be satisfied. We are using AND any one conditions. All the condition to be satisfied, all the condition to be satisfied, all the conditions are okay, we are using AND here. But any one condition should be okay, any one condition should be okay or okay, then we are going to use OR here. All the conditions means AND, any one conditions means you are going to use OR here. So let me use the OR conditions here. So we are going to use the OR condition here. So let me use the OR condition. So equal to OR. So I am going to use the OR conditions here, multiple conditions. So equal to OR, open the bracket, the condition number 1, that is my payment type D11 is equal to within double quotes Visa. Why I am using double quotes? Because it's an alphabetical character. Once again the double quotes close. So I am checking whether the D11 payment type is Visa, comma, the same payment type D11 is equal to Master. So either the payment type can be equal to Visa or the payment type can be equal to Master. comma, like this we can check maximum of 255 conditions inside this. If any one of this condition is okay, if any one of this condition is satisfied, it will say the result as true. If no condition, if nothing condition, no condition is satisfied, it will give you false. But once again, I don't want this true or false. I want to display my own result here. So let me add a if once again before this nested function. I will put a if before this and come to the last comma. So if any one of the condition is okay, I am saying 10%, else comma I am going to give 0%. Now you press enter or a control enter, it says 0.10. So let me change it to percentage format, control shift 5, and I am copying this by making a double clicking on the bottom. So we got the result. So in AND OR we can check multiple conditions, but the problem is it will not give you our own result. So if you want to give our own result, then we can use the function called as if nested functions. Let us see one more option in this logical function. Now I want to find out the other charges here. So we are going to find out the other charges. What is the condition or criteria to find out the other charges is, find the other charges based on the region. If the region is south, then the other charges is going to be 150. If the region is north, then the other charges is going to be 175. If the region is central, then the other charges is going to be 190. All the other regions it's going to be 0. If 3 regions is not satisfied, we are going to say 0. So let me check one by one. So I want to check whether my region is going to be south. So let me use if here. At a time we are going to check only one condition. So equal to if open bracket, I am selecting the region, that is B11 is equal to within double quotes, as it was in alphabetical, south. If B11 is equal to south, comma, then the other charges is going to be 150. Else the B11 is not equal to south, then comma, I am going to check another condition. So let me use another if here. So this is called as nested ifs, multiple ifs. So second if, I am selecting same B11 is equal to within double quotes, I am saying north. If B11 is south, then 150. B11 is not south, then the B11 is north, comma, 175. Else the B11 is not north also, I am going to check another conditions, another if. Like this you can check maximum 64 ifs. Maximum 64 ifs can be used, nested ifs. So let me select the third one, B11 is equal to within double quotes, I am saying central. If B11 is south, then 150, B11 is north is 175, B11 is central, then comma 190. If all the conditions are okay, if all the conditions are not satisfied, at last I am going to say 0. The last false, I am saying 0. And remember, in the nested ifs you have to close only the bracket at the last. So let me close the bracket at the last. 3 if has been opened, so you have to close all the 3 ifs. You can close all the 3 ifs, and you can check the color of the bracket. The last bracket is in black in color. That means all the bracket are closed. Now I press enter, it says 0. Why? Because this my region is west. So if it is south, you can make a double click. If it is south, it will say 150. If it is north, it will say 175. If it is central, it will display 190, and all the other regions it will display 0.